Hey, what's up everybody? This is Eben here. So this year for Christmas, I decided I'd splurge on myself a little bit, buy myself a little upgrade. So this here is the 2020 iPad Pro 12.9 inch. And for this video, I'm going to be unboxing it and showing you guys what's inside and the other accessories I have to set it up, including a Paperlike protector and a new Logitech case and the Apple Pencil that goes with it. So let's jump right into this unboxing here.
Okay, so really excited to get going with this. Here we have the new iPad Pro 2020, as I have found it in the case here. This is the older 2016 iPad Pro model that I've been using. I got this used on eBay for I think it was around $400. This is the first generation iPad Pro 12.9 inch model. If you're just looking to start out drawing on an iPad, this is a great bet. I mean, all iPads are expensive, but this is really going to be your best bet for an affordable starter device for doing digital painting on the iPad. The reason I've went for an upgrade is because I did get this one used. The battery is sort of wearing out a bit. It doesn't stay charged for too long, and it kind of burns through it. The pencil charging function has been a bit of an issue for me, just in terms of the fact that I think it's always drawing power while it's connected or while it's in the vicinity or connected to the Bluetooth of the iPad. So it does tend to sort of run out of batteries while you're not using it, and then when you go to sit down and draw, you'll find that it's not charged. So you have to, it's a little bit awkward. You have to kind of take the cap off here. Oh, and this cap is a little bit broken, obviously. And you stick it in the side port here, and then it just sort of sticks out a little bit awkwardly. That's just it's not a huge issue, obviously. Like, I've really enjoyed drawing with this thing. It's been an awesome thing to have. I do have the Paperlike 1 screen protector on here, and that's been a huge difference for me. The other reason I wanted to upgrade was for the sake of the lumens output. I really want to get into doing some more in plein air style painting with this thing. I want to be able to go outside and draw things outside and in coffee shops and stuff. And sometimes in fully illuminated areas, the brightness on this thing just doesn't really compete, and it'll kind of drain out the battery a little bit. So I think this caps out at 400 lumens, whereas the newer iPad Pro, the 2020 version, or I think 2018 and forward, do have 600 lumens output. So I'm hoping that'll make a big difference in my plein air drawing and painting activities. So it looks like they have a tag here that I can begin this process with. Alright, there we go. Beautiful, look at that. Put this aside. Okay, again, we've got that helpful tab here, so let's just go ahead and lift this up. And here's the device. It's very light. It's kind of my first impression. I haven't held the other iPad in a while without the case, but I don't think the case added that much to it. So yeah, I'm definitely feeling how light this is right now. So let's just put that aside here. We have our pamphlet materials here, and looks like all we have here is we have our charger and our charger cable here. It looks like this one uses a USB-C charger, unlike the previous iPad version, which uses the old Lightning adapter. And that's it. Simplicity. I love it. So I have a Paperlike protector that I want to apply to this in a second here. So I want to be very careful not to get too much dust on it at this point. But look at that. I couldn't resist. I don't know if you can see here. I couldn't resist having a little custom engraving on there. Here we go. Very shiny. So I almost... Oh, of course, the first thing I'm noticing here is there's no home button. So that's a huge difference. I'm assuming they have moved that to the side or something. I guess we'll find out. I don't even know how to turn this thing on. I almost don't want to until I've applied our Paperlike protector here. So let's do that first. Okay, so here we have our Paperlike 2 protector here. This one is designed specifically for the 2018 or the 2020 iPad Pro 12.9 inch. I've had a lot of great experience with these protectors too. I've gotten 2 sets for the previous iPad version, so the only thing is the application of these protectors makes me very nervous because they're valuable and you can really mess it up. I've definitely messed a couple of these up and had to scrap it because I had some serious air bubbles or something like that. So we're gonna be very meticulous about this. Okay, so we have 2 protectors here. I really like this company as well. They have a very nice style here. Look at this. Nice little handwritten note. Beautiful. And our installation tools, as well as the installation guide. So they have actually made a video guide that I'm going to have to watch before I do this because I really don't want to mess it up. Okay, so I have watched the first part of the video here. So let's get going with this nerve-wracking process here. Wait, did I do that right? Oh my god. Okay, hang on a sec. I did this wrong. I did the wrong side. Wait, undo. No problem at all. I'm sweating right now. Alright. So this is right. I'm gonna put these stickers here. I don't think I'm even gonna worry about these other stickers I just put on there because they're dead to me now. So let's just make sure this is centered. I'm 30 seconds in and I've already screwed this up. Well, good thing I have 2, I suppose. Okay, does that look centered to you? Nope. Right, and then you just push this over like that. Okay. So far, okay. I have a little bubble in the corner there, but I don't think that's gonna matter once I take this off. Well, I think that's okay. Hard to tell right now. Okay, next, what are we gonna do here? Supposed to chase these. I'm gonna use my trusty AAA card here. There's just plastic everywhere. Okay. Not great. Okay. So we have our protector on here. So how do we turn this thing on? Boom. Look at that. Apple. Look at that. Hello. Classic. Oh my god, did I miss a spot? Okay, so I actually ended up redoing the Paperlike protector for this one. Just as I have many times in the past, underestimated the power of dust and ended up with quite a few little bubbles on the screen, and actually when I turned it on, I could see all those little pieces of dust on there, so I put a flashlight to it and I did it again, and I managed to get a slightly better result. I think quite a bit better actually. There's just one little bubble right here, but it's not a big deal, and when you turn on the screen, you can't actually see that, so I guess if you are watching this and you're considering doing this yourself, or getting any screen protector, there's another little one on the corner that I can probably work out there. They give you two for a reason, and that's not because it's a bonus protector, it's because you're probably gonna screw it up. So, you know, do yourself a favor and really, I mean, of course watch the video, but keep an eye out for that dust. Really look for it. Put a light to the screen, use that little sticker, pick up all those little bits of dust, as many as you can see. Really make sure there's nothing there, because if there's even a particle of anything there, it's going to create a little bubble and it's going to stay on your screen forever. So one thing I just noticed here is that the screen responds to touch, so I guess that's one way you can turn it on. There's also a power button on the side here, right here. So that seems to be the main button there. But yeah, unlike having the home button, you can just touch the screen, I guess, and it will turn it on. That's kind of cool. So the next thing I'm probably going to pull out here is the Apple Pencil, which I ended up purchasing separately. Okay, awesome. We've got a little drawer here. Beautiful. Look at that. Awesome. I love it. Simplicity. There's no cap at the end. It charges by a magnetic strip, so it feels good. It's got a more of a matte finish. It feels a little bit more solid in my hands, a little bit less plasticky. Feels like it has some good weight to it. It's really nice to grip, even having this this flat edge here. That's going to prevent it from rolling off of anything, which is really great. B, it also actually holds really nicely. And from what I understand, you can just slap it on the edge here, like that. Oh, that's very satisfying. such a huge improvement from you know, having that. I mean, in the previous case I had a little holster for it, but otherwise it was just sort of sticking out awkwardly from the side here. So this is really really satisfying. This doesn't feel like it's gonna pop off really. It's a very strong magnet, really holds on there, and I believe that charges it as well, so that's pretty dang cool. Okay, next I'm going to break out the case that I bought specifically for this. Now I did not go with the Apple keyboard that they sell with the 2020 version. I did a lot of research on this, and I really wanted to find a case that was going to be suited specifically for my drawing needs. I ended up going with the Logitech Slim Folio Pro, and this one's really great because you can fold the keys underneath and use it like a just as the tablet for drawing and stuff like that. And I personally found it pretty difficult to find a case that did that. I believe the Apple keyboard case, from what I sort of read about it, is really more to sort of almost to convert your iPad into more of a laptop. And doesn't really fold well for drawing purposes. So this is the one I went for. It got some great reviews, and it looks a lot like some iPad keyboard cases I've used in the past that work really well as drawing tablets. So let's open the sucker up. Okay, so I actually already took this out, which is why the packaging is a little messy right now. I just kind of had to check it out and take a look at it. So this is it's pretty simple. It's a nice, like, thick, durable material. Kind of has some weight to it, but obviously the iPad goes here, and the keyboard is over here, and it attaches via a magnetic strip. Right there at the bottom, and you can see the keyboard is already activating. And it's actually a pretty strong magnet. It's actually a little bit hard to pull apart, but I imagine it's easier once the iPad is in there. And then of course it closes up like this with another magnetic strip on the other side. So pretty straightforward, and so let's see how this fits. Okay, so the case is on there. You'll notice it kind of fits nicely. I guess this thing tucks underneath like that, and you can kind of hold it just like a drawing tablet here. I guess this thing at the bottom sort of feels a little bit flappy, but we'll see about that. I mean, you could still kind of hold this on your lap or however you want to do it. Okay, so we have our case on, and we can fold it up like this. Keyboard lights up. That's pretty cool. I believe I'll need to hook it up to the Bluetooth, but it looks like it'll work fine. Oh, I think we have a sticker I missed here. Oh, beautiful. So, oh yep, and the Apple Pencil pops right up there, and then we should be able to close it just like that. Looks like this magnetic flap does attach her on the back too, but can also attach her on the front. This feels very solid. This feels like this is good protection. It's quite a bit heavier than the iPad itself. The case adds, I don't know, almost feels like a pound to the weight, which is something to consider, I suppose, if I'm carrying it around a lot in my bag. But honestly, I would take durability and protection over weight any day. And this seems like a really good case for what I want to use this for. So I can just sort of set it up like this, draw from here. So I suppose I should select English and do all this setup here. Anyway, I just wanted to show you guys what that setup looks like, and so I'm gonna go ahead and set this up for me and get all of my information transferred over here and set up Procreate, and then hopefully just start some painting soon. So I'm gonna make another video once I have this all set up and do a little painting for you. Thank you guys for joining me. I hope you found this this video entertaining, or at the very least informative as far as your decision about your iPad setup. So please don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more stuff like this. I do release a new video every Wednesday, and I do live streams on Sundays. So I hope to see you guys there, and take care.